Hi guys, my name is Alvin from GetAccess.com, and today we got a very special person expert today. Her name is Pam, alright, and she's from Singapore, and she's an expert in internet marketing. I actually got to meet her recently at the internet seminar and was impressed by what she was sharing, and she's an expert in SEO automation. Alright, a little bit about who Pam is. Alright, she's actually now a full-time internet coach. She helps fellow corporate people in Singapore all over the world help doing internet business. Alright, and in fact, she actually quit her job within 4 months of doing this business, and that's something very amazing. And when she went full time, and on top of that, she actually hit a $10,000 benchmark within the first year of doing the business. I guess she did from part time. So let's find out more from Pam. Pam, hi, welcome.
Hi, nice to meet you, Alvin here.
Alright, so maybe you want to let us know, how you actually got started into this business.
Okay, how I got started was, I think firstly, I was a corporate person and I was unhappy with my income increment, as most corporate people are after a while. And the thing is, at 28 years old, I remembered I wanted to earn $10,000. And I remember I was only earning $4,500. So to hit $10,000, I need to earn additional $2,000, and that was like mission impossible in the corporate world. And I decided to do something different in my life. I joined seminars. I joined T-Health Ecker seminars. He talked about passive income, and I was fascinated with the whole idea. I said, if those people in America can earn passive income, I can earn passive income too. So I used the internet, which was the cheapest way because I couldn't afford to start any other business, property, trading, no money. So I started internet business, and so I joined internet marketing seminar, and 4 months later, as Alvin mentioned, I quit my job. And this is how I started. Essentially, it was the desire to earn passive income plus tapping into the potential of the internet, which is the present and the future. And it's where people with low budget, they can start on immediately.
Yeah. So when I'm curious, what were you working as before you started doing everything?
Oh, okay. I was a marketing person. I was marketing for Siemens for 4 years, and then I went to Toshiba for 4 months. So I guess Toshiba wasn't very lucky because I quit before they confirmed me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had marketing background, and essentially I blended the knowledge of internet marketing with my marketing background, which explained why I could succeed so easily.
Okay, but having said that, so in every internet person who I believe who want to start internet business, everyone also need their driving factor. So what actually motivate you to be where you are today?
Okay, seriously, when I joined internet marketing, it was just a desire, and it was just I met two very interesting people in my life.
Okay.
Before I joined the internet marketing seminar, I met Australian surfer in Bali, and he told me he traveled for 6 months. And when he told me he traveled 6 months, I was so envious because I never met anyone who traveled 6 months. And I said in my mind, if that man can travel for 6 months, I can travel for 3 months, right? At least. So I decided that I need to create a business. At that very moment, I set that intention, say I need to start a business where I can travel as much as I wanted, because he told me this was a wisdom that you need to prioritize your life. It's simply about prioritizing. So I said, yeah, it's so true. So I followed, and I went to Lombok after that, and I met a tracker. This tracker, he's like 10 years of education, very, very low educated. I'm sure everyone watching this video is more highly educated than him. And this guy, he told me he realized he was earning so little money, and he wanted to earn good money. So he started his own website. He was not trained. He did not have the money to go for training. He read on his knowledge through a book. He went to a cyber cafe and programmed his website every day, and until he succeeded. And when I met him, he was earning 5,000 USD a month, and that's like super impressive. He was earning more than me right at that time, and I was so impressed by these two people that I said, if those two people can earn the money, I can do this. Right. Okay. So they were in fact the people that inspired me, because they were very ordinary people, and their determination just spurred me on, saying that if they can do it, I can do this. So it's just my desire plus some people I met who spurred me on.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when you started doing this business, I believe most people have one major problem. Were you IT savvy at the time? Or?
No, I'm so low tech that's embarrassing. Seriously, up to now I'm still very low tech. You ask my team, right? Like a lot of things they ask me, and I'm like, no idea. And they say, hey, aren't you the IT expert here? I'm like, oh no, I'm the marketing. So what I do is essentially, a lot of people are very low tech and they worry about that. But trust me, it's no issue, because there's so many people you can outsource all these technical issues to. It's about working smart.
Correct.
So as long you know the strategy behind it and you know where to go, right, I think you are in good hands. That's more important, because you can always ask someone from India, someone from Philippines to do the work for you, to create it. while you focus on lead generation. I think that's the key thing. Yeah, so being low tech is not an issue, and many of my students who have succeeded are very low tech.
Okay.
In fact, they succeeded more because they had a strategy behind it. Yeah.
Alright, so just want to highlight you guys, those who are not IT savvy, you don't have to be IT savvy to do internet business. So moving forward, if let's say if I'm a newbie, right, and I want to get started right now, what would you recommend me to do?
Okay, what I would recommend is, I think firstly you need to be clear about what you want to succeed, because many people start the internet business with a very ambiguous desire. When your desire is ambiguous, your intentions, your actions are ambiguous. But once you're very clear about what you want, it becomes very easy, because you need to set a very clear goal by when, and you have to say no matter what it takes, I will succeed. So you need to have a big why, because many of us want to earn money, but money is just a tool. There's a bigger reason behind the money. So in essence, you need to know the reason behind the money. A lot of people interestingly, my students, a lot of them want to give back to society. They want to spend more time with loved ones. They want to do something more meaningful. They want to pursue their passion. So it's a deeper reason behind that. And once you find that deeper reason and it fires you up, then you need to be very clear about why you want to do this. I think that's the most important for me personally. If you're very clear, set a clear deadline. And the thing is, I realize a lot of people do internet marketing, right? They say, I'm going to dabble a bit on this. As long as you take it as part-time, you never succeed. Because
that's very true.
It's very true, right?
That's
if you take it as part-time,
you
never succeed, because you just do as part-time. Once you're very clear and say I'm going to succeed, then you really put all your energies, and you have to attend a seminar. I've never seen anyone not succeed without a seminar.
Correct.
Because people attend seminars and then they are immersed intensively in the environment. And when you join the seminar, you not only acquire the knowledge very, very quickly, plus have someone to ask for help, plus also you meet people who have succeeded. Because a lot of people have mentors, a lot of gurus, they have mentors, right? But by circling yourself or just being around these mentors, you gain this energy that is possible, and then your mind starts to shift. They say, if they can do this, right, I can do this. Then you can succeed. So in essence, as I would say, really be clear, and be very serious and say I will succeed no matter what it takes. And thirdly is really join a seminar, immerse in the culture, plus get to network with some people who have succeeded. This is what I recommend for a newbie.
I want to emphasize what she highlighted about the part-time thing is very true. I think the reason why a lot of people don't succeed when they're doing part-time also, you need to have a commitment to it.
Yeah.
So what happens is that a lot of people do internet. I mean, when I started to do internet business, when I do it part-time, I felt that earn $10 to $20 is nothing, and then I shouldn't focus my full time, because anyway I got a full-time job, so I can just rely on that full-time pay for a living. So yeah, I mean, but we're not recommending that you quit your job now. Obviously, we are suggesting just say that you can do it part time. Then but try to keep it serious by maybe put some commitment to it, and then make some full income. And hopefully, once you reach to where your salary is, you can do it full time. So nowadays everybody is doing internet business, and everyone got this major problem of driving traffic to the business. Right? Do you have any 3 good tips you can share with the audience, or maybe what can they do to get more traffic to their business?
Okay, I think the 3 quick tips. Firstly is you need to use this tool called Google AdWords Keyword Tool. In that tool is Google tabulates every keyword you type into Google into a database. So by using that tool, you are able to anticipate the demand or supply, the demand essentially, for any product or service. Once you have that, then because a lot of people, when they say they have no traffic, but they don't even know what are they targeting. And that's the first problem, because they say I want to target, but do they even know it's profitable? Is there even demand? So firstly, go to that tool called Google AdWords Keyword Tool. You check your demand and see if there's demand. When there's demand, then you go to competition and you check if that is very competitive.
Is it a free tool?
It's a free tool.
Okay.
It's a free tool accessible to everybody.
Okay.
So the firstly, find demand.
Okay.
Secondly, you need to, this is very condensed version of course. Second one is you need to inform Google what your website represents, because how humans read a website and how Google read a website is very, very different. So for instance, Google, they use keywords to analyze, to determine and categorize a website under certain categories in the internet world. So you need to structure your keywords inside the website. For instance, a quick easy one is you need to have the keywords at least 4 to 5 times, right? On every page, different keywords. right?
Maybe before you elaborate more, you want to tell the audience, those who are really new,
Yeah.
what you mean by demand. What is demand? Is it the numbers and what are the keywords actually?
Okay, good. So let me start from ground zero now.
Yeah,
okay.
because maybe some people think what is demand and what is keyword,
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me start from beginner level.
Yeah.
Beginner. Okay. The thing is, okay, what happens is how we search, right? By the keywords itself, it indicates the intention of the person. So if, for instance, I'm searching something like Bali hotel, then I am a prospect for people who want to rent Balinese hotel. So for instance, when you type in a keyword like Bali lessons, right? Google stores all these keywords. So when you type in Bali lessons into the tool that I recommended, it will churn out, for instance, there's 800 people searching for violin lessons. What it means that there are actually 800 people who are interested in looking for violin lessons, and if you are a violin agency, they would be your prospects.
So that will be the demand.
That will be the demand. Okay. So for instance, if you have a product like aeroplane, handicraft aeroplane for instance, right, and you say this is my passion, I have no traffic. But firstly, you need to know if are people searching for your product, even Singaporeans interested in handmade aeroplanes for instance, right? So if you go in and you say that there is maybe 1,000 searches for handmade airplanes, and then that means there's demand. If there's like 50, there's none. So you only go after markets where there is demand for your product or service, and this can be seen in the Google AdWords keyword tool. It's a free software. So once you know there's demand and there's for your product or service, then you move to the next level, which is to essentially structure your websites for keywords. Because Google, they use a tool called Google Spiders, which in essence they scan your websites based on words. So based on the words you put on your website, Google would then interpret it and say, what does this website mean? Is it for flying aeroplanes? Is it for aeroplanes that are waterproof? Is it for like handicraft aeroplanes? So how do they know this? It's the words you put on your website. So if you're targeting handicraft aeroplanes for instance, right, then you need to make it obvious to Google that it's designed for handicraft aeroplanes. So then you would need on the word say handicraft aeroplane, maybe on the home page. On the second page, maybe you could say finest handicraft aeroplane in Singapore for instance, right? Then you will know it's local product. Next is then you need to structure your website having keywords at least 5 times on every page so that Google easily interprets your website and organizes it under that category when they're churning out websites where people are searching on Google. Okay. The third one is you need to how many people say what's SEO, what's search engine optimization, right? Search engine optimization means that Google analyzes websites based on their algorithm, their system, and then interprets it as an expert. So how does Google interpret a website as an expert? A very simple analogy, it's just like a very basic layman analogy, is that Google essentially follows the herd instinct, because their mindset is if website A is very good, all the other websites will start to recommend it, right? That's the psychology, human psychology. Correct. So I say, okay, if website A is very good, then B, C, D would put the URL of A on their website and say that check out this website. So they would recommend. So essentially that's the same how it works. So your goal as an internet business owner is to get your URL on other people's websites. So the question is, how do I get my website on other people's websites? So a very quick and easy way is to find, if you're doing local businesses for instance, is to find local market directories like ST701, Classifieds, Mocha. These are free listings. Correct. And Anglo
Craigslist.
Craigslist. So these are free listings. So you can register and put your website there. However, use the correct keyword. So these are three quick easy tips to be found on search page 1.
Okay. So what she just shared with you, basically summing up is first of all you need to find the demand of the keywords of a competitor, and also you can use the keyword tool, which is Google AdWords keyword tool is free. I think you go to Google, you search keyword tool, you should be able to find it. So you can use that free tool to find the demand and the competition, and search for competitors. As you were saying that put your links on the classified ads to get links back to you.
Yes.
So
to get endorsed
my next question would be, we know that you're expert in getting ranked high in search engine called SEO, search engine optimization. In case you don't know what that is, right? So people always wonder, how do you actually get all these websites ranked number one, and why do you need to be ranked number one in the first place?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think firstly, it's a very good valid question, because the first question is why get ranked one, and why you get ranked one is because as a business owner, tapping on the traditional business model, which is one-to-one, is a very slow process. You have to meet like 10 clients, 8 clients are very tired at the end of the day, right? Even 5 clients are tired a day. So the internet business, right, shifts you from one-to-one to one-to-many business models because you have a website, like an online shop portal. With this online shop portal, you reach out to like hundreds of people who are searching for this product or service, because there are people looking for all kinds of services every day, every single minute, every single second. Like for instance, violin lessons. So there are people looking for violin lessons, violin teachers, violin class, violin school. So SEO, what it does when you optimize your website, it essentially helps you be found on page 1 for all these different keywords, which all these people searching for these keywords, they want to purchase a violin lessons or find a violin teacher. So SEO allows you firstly to move into one-to-many business model where many people can find you at any single minute, because your online shop portal pops up and say that you're looking for violin lessons, this is who we are, contact us now. Then the second thing is you also leverage, because instead of you having to be everywhere all the time, you use the internet to have a on portal. They want to find out more information, they submit the details, you can reply to them quickly. So and also that's how you move from one-to-one to many, which is very, very important in many days, because we have limited time. Every business owner has only 10 hours of working hours. So the internet allows you to shift your business model and earn money much faster. So okay, the second question is how do you do this, right? How do you do this is, firstly, you need to do your keyword research, very, very importantly, because many people, they never do the research properly and they end up being in a low demand market, or very competitive. And the thing is, because the searches on Google are actually predictable, which is very interesting, probably links to, we all have herd instinct, right? So every month probably 1,000 people are searching for violin lessons in Singapore. So you have to do very careful research where you find the demand and check low competition. Competition means number of direct websites in the internet world. So you find a competitive keyword, a keyword with high demand and low competition first. That's the most important.
How do you define low competition?
Okay, low competition means when you type the keyword into Google, it shows, like for instance, 2 million websites.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Right, that's a lot, right?
Yeah, correct.
So you look at the how you see this is, you type the keyword, then you see the figure at the bottom, and then you look at it, you probably think, let's not get started, right? It's so competitive. However, this figure is not accurate, because there are many websites inside that are not a direct competition. For instance, like if I'm a violin agency and want to launch a website, I would want only websites that fulfill 2 criteria. The first criteria is they need to know internet marketing, because if they do not know internet marketing, they never get found on page 1 anyway, so they're not your competitors. The second one is they need to bid on the same buying keyword, the same keyword. So what you do is, one of the characteristics of on-page structuring a website for Google is called title tag. It's on the top left-hand side.
Okay.
So to find direct competition, you put all in title, colon, your keyword, your country, Singapore, because you want to tell Google it's for your country, and then you press enter, and then the figures below will indicate your direct competition. So this is how you find competition.
Okay. So let's say if I key in title violin lesson Singapore, then I see 200 websites. So that means I got 200 competition. So what do I do to outbid them?
Okay. So the thing is, next after that is step 1.
Okay.
After you've done this, essentially you need to structure your website to tell Google that it's designed for specific keywords. You need to identify a keyword with high demand and low competition. And then how you do that is, you need to do more market research.
Okay.
You need to do a very systematic analysis of demand, competition, and then find one has high demand, low competition based on that few keywords. For instance, for violin lessons, there's like three keywords that are very good, right? Violin lessons Singapore, violin teacher Singapore, and violin school Singapore. So then you would need to firstly choose your domain name. Like violin lessons Singapore is the best, so that becomes your domain name. Then you need
so it can be a very long domain name, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because
how about Dash? I see some people using Dash.
Dash is okay. The reason you do this, I don't recommend that, is because people don't actually type in dashes.
Yeah, correct.
Right.
Correct.
So if you have to go with what is most common in the market, this is why I always recommend .com then .org or .gov or.
Can people still use .net? I see some websites are still optimized in .net.
They can use .net, but it's not recommended.
Not recommended.
Yeah,
okay.
because you don't want to lose a few traffic because people remember of .com instead of net.
Okay.
It's just a human psychology tendency.
Okay.
So once you do that, then you design your website structure based on these keywords. Because on the keywords, then it would give you points to be found in SEO elements. Next is you need to put, as mentioned, your keywords 5 to 6 times on the website, and the rest are a bit more technical. So I think that's the
But that's the basic gist.
Yeah, that's
okay,
the basic gist of it.
So basically, you're saying that the title and you need to have 5 keywords of the word. Because I heard before rumors said that today's optimization, you don't just to put a word, you also have to put words similar to that word.
Oh, analogies like.
Yeah, you cannot just put like you want to be ranked high in golf swing, you cannot put golf swing everywhere.
Yeah.
You have to have a mix. Is it true?
It does matter, because what happens is based on the lingo that you have on the website, Google would then interpret it as to what level is your knowledge as the writer.
Okay.
So obviously, people who have better lingo would rank higher than those that are lower.
Okay.
So if you want to have more points, right? What you do is you need to use appropriate industry lingo on your web copy. Then Google would then rank your website higher, because Google's they have like a brain. When the brain they read the website, they would then understand and say, okay, is this an experienced writer, or this is like a average, like very normal writer. So based on the lingo, it does matter. So if you're in a specific industry, I would recommend speaking to people in the industry and then understanding the lingo, so you can kind of litter it inside.
Okay.
Yeah, but a very quick easy one is just have the keywords littered on the website, and then designing the website domain as the main keyword, and structuring the website menu structures like and interestingly, the keywords that are nearer to the home page have higher points than the ones behind it.
Okay.
So the more competitive keywords would need then to be addressed higher than the ones below.
What she's trying to say is, in case you don't understand, the home page must have the main keyword in the home page. That means the more competitive in front. Then the not so important put as a sub. Am I right?
Yes, in
the
different domain pages.
Different sub pages. That's what she's trying to say.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, you said it very well.
Okay, so that's only one of the steps, right? The second step, if I'm not wrong, also you have to get backlinks,
yes,
right?
Correct. Yeah, I was going to that.
Yeah.
Next is you need to get backlinks. As mentioned, Google analyzes the website based on how many people recommend your website.
Okay.
Yeah, so to get backlinks, you need to use a mix of strategies. One quick one is the online market directories, contributing articles that are likely to be viral, good quality articles, through blogs, also forums. It's a good way because a lot of traffic.
But one add on is that if we submit links to forums, right, we also have to check this thing whereby the links, is it follow or not follow, right? So maybe I'll explain a little bit what is that.
Okay.
In case you don't know.
Okay, so the thing is, what you do is you need to, I think firstly for forums, right, you need to check that they even allow you to have links, because many of them don't allow.
Correct.
Yeah, so the thing is, some forums, you need to kind of go to the website and go view source, right, and there's thing got follow and no follow. So essentially, no follow means that you do not get points for having that link in the forum. So if you see no follow, then you should not use that forum. But rather, if you see that they do not have no follow but it's normal link, then you do get like link juice from that forum.
Okay.
Yeah, and other things that we use is article, PR releases also. You can release through PR, and however it's a slower tiered. That means it's gradual, but it increases over time. Next is also social media. Social media is gaining points.
Okay.
And also you gain a lot.
Are there? I mean, Facebook, you can now get backlinks in fan page.
Yeah,
and
yeah, you do get.
Okay.
There's also a social element in the link now.
Now in the algorithm,
Yeah,
they
the
also
algorithm.
factor social media.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it does. It's a small but it's a growing percentage.
Okay.
Like, so you can use, I'm sure nearly everybody's on Facebook and Twitter, right? So you get other people to put your URL on it, you also get a point. It's a very small, I think about 10%.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a growing factor. So it's
Okay.
always good to get started on that. However, I recommend for SEO strategy is you need to automate it.
Okay.
Because SEO never stops. It's
Correct.
a continuous process.
Correct.
So you need to, once you find out a formula that works for you, you need to learn to use virtual assistants to create a system so that they can execute it for you. Because SEO, even though it sounds very, very sexy, right, but it's not the most interesting thing to execute. Because it's very,
takes some time
it
to
takes
see
time.
the result, but
Yeah.
quite some time actually. Sometimes.
Yeah, it takes time to learn the reasons,
Correct.
and it's also a lot of work, a lot of manual work. So I always recommend my students, or to hire virtual assistants and create a system so that all you need to know is the strategy behind it, and then get them to execute it for you. This is what I recommend.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what if when coming to my next question related to that is, let's say if I hire a virtual assistant and ask her to add 30 links per day, so in a month I'll get 300 links. Will I get Google Slack?
Oh, okay. Essentially, Google SEP is PPC.
Okay.
Yeah, so you might get penalized by Google.
Okay.
What I don't recommend is to use the same strategy aggressively.
Okay.
Because what happens is Google actually analyzes the technique you use
So
for
is there
SEO.
like a number, a guideline you want to recommend?
Okay. What I would recommend is if you're very, very new, get 100 backlinks
A day.
a month.
A month.
Yes.
Wow.
When you get started,
So the website is new, is 100 backlinks.
Maximum, yeah.
Maximum, write down the notes, 100 links within a month. Okay.
Yes, and use a mix of strategies. Do not use one purely. So at least go for market directory, submit some articles, go to some blogs. It could be bloggers that your friends and they're willing to link to you, right? Ideally, similar industry. So use a mix of strategy, because if it's very similar and it's very, very fast, Google will know that you're kind of abusing the system, and then you're going to get penalized.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you must. I guessing what she's trying to say is that you have to think in Google's point of view is trying to not look like you're trying to cheat the system, and make it look organic, make it grow naturally. So she's recommending trying different strategies. Like maybe today I put 5 links here, the other 5 links in another forum, another 5 links somewhere else. So that's I guess that's what you're recommending, right?
Yes, correct.
So, but what if worst case scenario, if you do the things that you mentioned, but you still not found on Google website, what should I do?
Okay, I think firstly you need to be patient. Because a lot of people, they launch the website one day, then they say, oh, I want my shop to be on
yeah.
Google,
That's a very common question.
Yeah,
yes.
and the thing is, the thing is SEO takes time.
Okay.
It really does take time. So what you do is you need to be patient and allow it at least 2 weeks to a month to start to see some results. SEO is a slow process. So the thing is, let it do it gradually and monitor the activity. Just keep going at it essentially, and wait for one month, 2 or 3 weeks to see the results. So be patient and essentially keep listing. And if you, for instance, do not really see your website, what I'll recommend is to check your keywords again.
Okay.
Because it could be a very competitive market that you selected.
Okay.
This is common.
But what if you found your website but it's on page 50, for example? So that means you're very far away from the first page, or maybe you search so very far, also still cannot find.
Okay.
And you're guessing maybe you did something wrong, or you built a system.
That means it appeared and then it went all the way back.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
got penalized, is it?
Yeah, what if you got penalized?
Essentially, you sign up for Google Webmaster Tools.
Okay.
And then you write a love letter to Google.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
You tell Google, the SEO team, that you're very sorry about what you've done, and you will never repeat this ever again. Plus, you will be very careful about what you do in the future. And if it's enough touching, they'll give you back within 1 week.
Okay, so that's a good tip. Make sure you guys go and try that if that happens
Please
to
don't ever try that.
your website.
It's not the most fun thing to do.
Yeah, but anyway, a lot of people focus. This is something in my mind. I was just wondering. Everyone talk about Google. Do you think it's good to also consider getting SEO or high rankings in Yahoo and MSN?
Okay, so very valid question, and many people ask me why I focus predominantly on Google.
Correct.
The thing is because Google has the most advanced algorithm compared to Yahoo and MSN. Once you essentially have conquered Google, you have conquered the rest.
Okay.
So it's the same. For Yahoo, it's actually what I realized is if your domain name is just a keyword, very quickly appears
Yes,
on
correct.
page
I
one.
also know that. Yes. Yeah, that's the easiest
Yeah,
one.
that's the easiest one, right?
Correct.
So if you have conquered Google, you've conquered the rest.
Okay.
So it's it's a no-brainer kind of thing.
So I guess also another reason maybe is it because there's a lot of people using Google compared to Yahoo and MSN also, right?
Yeah, correct. Because Google's 80% of the search engine market.
Okay. So I mean, there's nothing that Google has which is called AdWords, which is also known as PPC marketing. Do you actually do PPC marketing? Yes, right.
PPC.
So do you think does it still work until today?
Okay, PPC definitely does work till today, because I always believe that business has a momentum. Because we are all very impatient creatures, right? So if we start on something, we don't see results, we say, oh, it's a failure, someone has to do this, and you have all these negative things going on, right? And as you know, SEO is a very slow process, and a lot of people lose steam before they even reach there. So what PPC gives you the ability to kind of kickstart and kind of see results quickly, and then you get motivated. And okay, this is the psychological part of it. Okay, PPC works because firstly, you can appear on the first page within 1 to 2 days, and then you can get customers immediately. So you can get results very quickly. So firstly, you see results quickly. Secondly, you can target an extensive range of keywords very quickly. For SEO, because it needs money and time, you usually target 3 to 5 keywords per time. Otherwise, you're kind of targeting so many keywords you never get found on page 1 anyway. And because of that, PPC allows you to target extensive range very quickly. And thirdly, it's very cost effective. Been in the marketing advertising line for since I graduated, and I've used any kind of advertising, and PPC is the cheapest way, most cost efficient way for a solopreneur to get started, for a corporate person to get started, for a business owner who doesn't spend too much money. It's the fastest way. So for like $200, you can earn like a few $1,000. So it definitely does make money if you do it correctly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying do it correct? I guess because I do PPC, I suck at PPC. I always get it $1 per click. Are you getting $1 a click also, or is it cheaper than that?
It depends on the keyword.
Okay. So what's the cheapest you got so far from PPC?
Okay, let me think.
In Sing dollars.
In Sing dollars, I guess what, 30 cents?
30 cents. Okay, that's about 20 US per click.
Yeah.
That's still quite cheap.
Because the thing is, once you do it correctly, right, you see a discount of 30 to 40% within the first month, and you keep seeing a discount throughout the entire relationship. So it's very important to have the proper steps to do it. Because otherwise you'll keep increasing. But if you do it correctly, you should keep decreasing over time.
Just curious, do you also try Facebook advertising before?
Yes, I've done.
Do you think that's better or PPC marketing is better? Because now the trend I see, like every internet marketer in Warren Forum is saying that, oh, let's go for Facebook, it's better, it's cheaper. Do you think so?
Seriously, I think PPC is more targeted.
Okay.
Because the difference between PPC and Facebook ads, right, is PPC are people, they are searching specifically for a keyword and they're appearing because they're looking for a product or service. That's why they're going to this search engine, right?
Correct.
For Facebook, it's more of everyone's there. So you want to be where everyone is. So your ad appears according to the profile and personality of the person or interest. Right?
And not something that he's looking for.
Yeah, it's just something. It's just that you're kind of appearing like, hey,
I like dogs, so
yeah,
come out.
Yeah, dogs come out. So I think using both, right? I have myself and my students. We've noticed that sometimes different timings occur. Like I have a student, she does specific local business, and she told me when she used to use PPC, right, they will call within like 3 to 5, for instance, right, and then she used Facebook, they will call within a different time. So there's kind of, when you use both advertising, they fill in the gaps. But personally, me, right, I'm someone who say if you want to go, just go all the way. So I would recommend both. Because if you want to make money, why limit yourself to one avenue?
Correct.
You know, so I would recommend trying both, because the benefits is we open up to tapping to different people on different platforms.
Okay, we also know that you're an expert in doing PPC also, and actively doing it a lot, very often. Maybe you can share with people, is there any advice you can give to the people who are listening? If they want to have their first campaign, what should they do?
Okay, the first campaign is always gone down to the same actually. It's finding demand. If there's demand for your product or service, because even in my class, I noticed, after they listen to me, and then what you listen and what you interpret sounds really different, right? So we look through what they do, and I realized some of them even bid on keywords they think, but they never do research that there's demand. So always when you get started, always check that there's demand, because it's very, very important. Otherwise, why even bid, right? Why waste your time?
Correct.
The second thing is you need to split your campaign settings. There's a campaign settings into content and search, because both function very, very differently. When you split it up into both, you really save a lot of money, because for content it's usually charged much cheaper, under $1. For search it's usually $1 and above, right? So what happens when you lump them together? Firstly, for content means appearing on websites and blogs. Search means when they go to Google search engines and you type the keyword, then the ad appears. So the thing is, because content is less targeted and it's based on the blog or website theme, so it's charged much less. However, most people combine them together, and what it means, right, is firstly that you get charged the cost of search for content, so you're paying a lot more money. Secondly, your cost per click, because Google analyzes if you're a good web owner, a good customer, based on clicks over impression. Impression means the number of times your ad appears. So when you combine two, right, because content is very untargeted, your impression increase tremendously. So it means in Google's eyes, you will become a terrible client. So when you split into two, firstly, you will save money. Secondly, you will save money on search PPC, which is much more expensive anyway. So that's the first tip. When you do that, you will actually save a lot of money already.
Okay.
The second one is you need to be clear about your target market. Okay, many people, when they design an ad campaign, they are not clear about the target market, because who we're targeting humans, right?
Yep.
And for instance, violin lessons, there are many different kinds of violin lessons. There's adult violin learners, there's mothers, there's beginners, there's intermediate, there's advanced. And for instance, if the benefits of an internet campaign is that you can afford to be very, very targeted, because the cost of advertising is very, very low, versus an ad insertion. You cannot afford to split into 5 ad campaigns, because it's one ad insertion $2,000 already. So many people, when they advertise, they use the same ad for many different target markets. That means low conversion, because you're not communicating directly to those people what they want to hear. So what I recommend, even for my students especially, is once they have the keywords, they need to try and categorize them into different target market, and based on the target market, they then create separate ads to appeal to them directly.
And always related to each individual keywords, right?
Yeah, based on firstly each ad group, right, would firstly have different keywords.
Correct.
Secondly, they will different ad copy. Thirdly, they will land on the different page of the website.
Yes.
Right?
Correct.
So these are the 3 very quick and easy tips, to be very targeted and convert them very well on the website. I think the next one is negative keywords. What happens is, for instance, if you're targeting like violin lessons, when you put in violin lessons as a keyword, what Google does is they churn out synonyms, that means similar words. So it means that drum lessons, English lessons, cello lessons would all churn out with violin lessons. However, these are not targeted. So negative keyword means giving Google a specific instruction saying that if someone searches for guitar lessons or cello lessons, I do not want it appear, because I'm only targeting violin lessons. So you need to go to the ad keywords tab on your ad campaign, click on that, scroll all the way to the bottom, and you see negative keywords. Click on the negative keywords, and then go to Google AdWords keyword tool, and then put your keyword, for instance violin lessons. See all the keywords that appear, take out the unrelated ones. For instance, you will see all the most commonly searches variations appearing. For instance, if you see guitar, take guitar and put it in negative keywords. So you keep doing, kind of weeding out the unwanted keywords. And I think with these 3 tips, right, you already go away better than a lot of
Okay.
campaigns.
And I think I also want to add, I'm just curious because I notice a lot of people who do AdWords, they open up the campaign, they ask for keywords, so they do a search, let's say golf swing, then one whole list of words come out. So what I saw many people do is they add all the words and run the campaign. That's very wrong, right? Correct?
They add all the words.
That means let's say they see 50 keywords, they're going to add 50 keywords in one ad group. Which is, so my question is, how many keywords do you think we should put in one single ad group?
Okay, I think essentially this boils down to the same answer as the different target market. Yeah, because when you see all these keywords, then people are saying, they all look the same to me.
Correct.
But they're all very different target markets, right? Maybe some golf string, maybe some is a bit different.
Correct.
So you need to see the keywords and sieve them out according to different target market.
Do we put it as exact match with the quotation?
Yes,
so just put exact match and one broad match
and
a
specific.
Specific match.
Yeah. So every keyword needs to have 3 variations of this, the exact, broad and specific.
So one ad group only has one set of words, or?
Okay, I think it's very hard to say how many, but I think at least maximum you could range from
3 to 10.
3 to 15.
5, 15, okay.
Yeah. So that could be a good one. If you have like 35, I think you have to
you
really look.
need to pay. You're going to pay a lot for keywords, definitely.
Yeah. So I think very importantly, firstly, is to look into target market.
Okay.
Because we can categorize our target markets, and once we recognize that these are different target markets, then we try and group the keywords you see onto these main profiles, and then based on those profiles, then you make it very targeted. So when they land on the website, the keywords, they will see the correct ad copy and they'll land on the correct page, which is very, very important because it's very targeted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we learned a lot of stuff today, but maybe you want to share with people if they want to engage your services or want to know more about your company. How can they find you?
Okay. You can find out more about our seminars at easybusinesssecrets.com. Also, you can find us at Tara Internet Business. If you want to see a live demonstration on the tips that I share, and I really go more in depth in this free introductory internet marketing seminar, it's about 2 hours, 1.5 hours to 2 hours. You can register for a free seminar at both websites, easybusinesssecrets.com and Tara Internet Business, or you can add me as a friend on Pam Siow on my fan page. So I look forward to seeing you all.
Alright, so make sure you go to her websites. One of it is terrainternetbusiness.com, and the other one is what again?
Easy Business Secrets.
easybusinesssecrets.com.
Yes.
Alright, I think I'll put the link below. So you can just click the link below this video. Alright, you can check out what she does and register for a free local seminar. It's in Singapore, alright? It's not in USA. Alright? So it's, I attended it and I find it very useful personally. I highly encourage you guys to attend. I personally learn new stuff even though I've been doing it for so long, but I also still learn new things from her. Yeah. So please go ahead. Go for her workshop. You'll definitely learn something there. I highly recommend it. Is there any last words you want to tell the audience before we end?
All I'd like to say is, if you want to build an online business, be serious and take action.
Alright, so thank you so much for the interview, and looking forward to see you guys comment more about the video. You learned anything so far today? Remember to comment below this video and also check out our website. Alright, my name is Alvin and signing off.
See you. Thank you.
Thank you.